Asif. Youth leader Rooman Asif, the 7th evaluator.
Live or let live. This title did not. Okay, let me start. You little today, leaders and guests. Today I'm gonna evaluate you leaders speech. First of all, let me analyze your speech. Your speech had all the three main parts, and you started your speech with a question, and then suddenly transitioned into your story that grabbed the audience's attention. You started telling them your story, and they got into your story, and you were constantly smiling through the entire speech. Now, the audience got absorbed, and you had a great vocal variety. You were constantly switching your pitch high and low, like when you had to say something creepy like the snake was in the basket, you would go slow. But when you had to say I had to put the snake around it, something like that, you suddenly change your pitch to extremely high. And then your hand gestures addressed exactly to the thing you were saying. An example, if you said back, if I had to go back, you would point back. Or if you say three, you have to say something. You pointed, your hand gesture described the thing you were talking about, which was great. And then, at the end of your speech, you asked questions that connected you to the audience once again, which left impact on the audience, and that was great. Now, there's also there's a room for improvement, of course, for always. And now, let me tell you, let me recommend you some things that could improve your speech. Our first recommendation is that the speaker could improve the movement on the stage. For example, you could start your speech over here, and if you want to tell a story, you could start telling your story here. And when you had to go to the climax of the story, you could go back, and then you could say the climax here, and then tell the entire story, and then conclude this part of the stage. And that would have been great. The second thing is the eye contact. You were constantly looking up, like back of the thing. You could have looked at the audience in the front, and that could have been better. The third thing is, when you were talking about scary things, your facial expression was, you were still smiling. you were smiling constantly throughout the speech, and when you were talking about snakes, like how fearful you are of snakes, you were constantly like, yes, I am fearful of snakes. And that is all. And thank you for listening to my evaluation. And if you could take my recommendations into consideration, you could become a better speaker. Thank you.